All right, the day after the Obama show about how to make a good speech and influence suckers about health care. Same old song and dance, man. Okay, the CBO figures, estimates, Congressional Budget Office says that it can't be done. It's going to cost way more, and so the day that Obama takes his little show on TV, for the suckers who never pay attention to listen for 5-10 minutes while they're doing whatever they do while they're not paying attention, has him standing tall in front of the man at the White House, invites him to the office. The head of the Congressional Budget Office, okay, is invited to the White House. And that's really not an invite that you can say no to. It's not really an offer you can refuse. Capiche? A guy named Epson or Ellison or Emerson or something like that, right? You know I'm on the right track. You know I know what I'm talking about, even if I don't get the name quite right. This guy, next thing he does is make this remark. It was so exciting to visit the Oval Office and give the president oral sex. I mean, have a meeting with the president. I can't wait to tell my kids about it when they get out of summer camp. Oh, yeah. You know, he had a change of heart while he was in the office there, having sex with, talking with the president. Doing a cigar trick for the president. I mean, having a cigar with the president. You know that Obama, made him an offer he can't refuse, warned him that he better back him up in facts and figures and lies, damn lies, and statistics, because Obama stuck with his story that CBO estimates were right in line with his, okay? And he stuck to his story that it's going to be affordable. And think about this, man, the same old song and dance bullshit that he said last night, Wednesday, the 22nd of July, 2009. Picture $1 trillion, right? Can you picture $1 trillion taking care of every man, woman, and child's health care in this country, no matter what? Every broken bone. Can that even take care of every broken bone? Can that even take care of every fever? Can that even take care of every ambulance ride? Can it take care of every x-ray? Could it do any of these things? Well, he's saying it's going to take care of all of that stuff. Could it take care of every cancer case? Could it buy everybody in the United States a wheelchair? I mean, I think so far you've been saying no to all of these questions that I've asked you, if you have half a bit of common sense. And then also he says that, all right, your plane cannot be refused. You cannot be refused for, you can keep whatever plan you're in, right? And you cannot be refused coverage. And your coverage, you must be able to take your coverage with you from job to job. And, just a bunch of other great, fantastic, too good to be true sounding horseshit. Okay? What happens when the company goes out of business? That's supposed to be following all these rules that Obama sets to keep them honest. That's what he loves to say, keeping the other companies honest. Provide competition. There's like somewhere between 16 and 1,700 different insurance companies, health insurance companies and plans in this country. And Obama wants to add a government one to give you a better range of choices, right? And provide competition. And keep the insurance companies honest. The thing is that, see, they're going to all do an Atlas shrugged, because the people the companies are not going to be able to follow all of his guidelines and stay in business. But of course that may drag out, because if he gets his cap and trade plan passed, the government health care price is going to go up. So that'll leave the private insurance companies room to go up. And of course certain companies will stick around, just like certain banks are sticking around and certain banks are dying. You see, Obama's choosing winners and losers. And Thereby, we go back to the estimates of $1 trillion over the next 10 years. And you've got to know that it doesn't work. And he is either misled or lying, in which case neither one works out very well for you. Okay, if you don't want to call him a liar, well then you have to say that he is misinformed, or he is looking at the world with rose-colored glasses, or he just doesn't understand the nature of the problem. In other words, you don't know everything there is to know. Okay, I don't know why you want to trust him with your whole life anyway. Why 2 years ago you didn't know this man, and now you're trusting him to take care of everything in the world, and you treat him, and the media treats him like he just knows everything about everything better than anybody else anywhere ever did, ever. And you've got his little butt boys like Peter Orsag, saying that they are going, well, the way he talks, he's like, I don't know, man, I don't know how old this guy is. You're going to trust him with all the facts and figures, too. And I don't know, you don't sound like, you don't look like, I don't know, he's ever had pussy in his life. And I don't know, even like he really particularly would go for some if he had the chance. Because he's like, we predict that going forward in years, the further outlying years will be projected many savings from the ending of the war in Iraq, and from finding budget cuts and cost-saving measures that can be employed in the new health insurance reform system. Come on, man, wake the fuck up. Just school on that. Will you vote no? Just do an Nancy Reagan. Just say no, Obama. One more point before I stop bugging you. Because you see, shit for brains, Democrat, congressional representative, or senator. In case you haven't noticed, Obama is pulling the rug out from under you. The rug upon which you are seated in your throne. Your seat of distinction. Like Daniel Patrick Moynihan, the old frickin' super liberal senator who, God rest his soul, is no longer with us. A nice man. He said, it's not where you stand, it's where you sit. Remember that? Well, you know what? You're going to be sitting on the frickin' gravel, Indian style, with the rest of us, waiting to get shot in the back of the head. Okay? Just like us. If you let these fascists take over, because we're going for a dictation here, okay? A dictatorship. We're going for one-man, strong-man rule with his little frickin' unreachable Politburo that overrides even his cabinet. Okay? Do you see on the distant horizon the storm clouds gathering? Can you see that, or are you just too frickin' insulated from the real world there in your cushy frickin' digs there that was provided for you by millions of Americans who fought, killed, died, and bought our freedom?